Okay. So obviously the subcompact mags fit flush in the P2000 SK. The USP compact P2000 mags, which is identical, sometimes they're marked differently. Like this one's marked P2000 and USP compact in 40 caliber. This one is marked 40C. Wrong way. But anything that works for the USP compact 40 works for the P2000 in the same caliber also. And these magazines will fit in the same caliber of P2000. I mean, this is a 40 Smith & Wesson P2000. If this was a 9mm magazine, it would still fit. But I wouldn't really use it. Well, I take that back. 9mm magazines, for me, have worked fine in a 40 Smith & Wesson gun. But 40 Smith & Wesson magazines have not worked well for me in 9mm guns. So this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Just for simplicity's sake, just say a 40 P2000 magazine will also fit inside a P2000 SK40. Biggest thing is obviously there's a pretty big gap right there between the frame and the floor plate. That's where the X-Grip comes in. A lot of people think the X-Grip is a magazine extension for a subcompact magazine and replaces the floor plate and gives you a +2 capacity or something like that. That's not the case. The X-Grip is just a mag sleeve that fits over the top of a compact magazine and fills the gap to make it more comfortable. The difference you see, just in this example, that's what the P2000 mag looks like. The P30 magazine will fit in a 9mm P2000 SK, but will stick out a little bit farther. Where that's where the P2000 sticks out, the P30 might stick out that much, or something like that. There are no X-Grips out yet for the P30 mag inside a P2000 SK. Similarly, the P2000, which unfortunately I don't have one, the P2000 will fit these two mags, but won't fit the subcompact mag, obviously. And the P2000 will also fit the P30 magazine, which I also don't have because I don't own a P30. So, one other thing I should mention. The floor plates on these are not identical. You can't swap floor plates between, well, this is where it's going to get a little complicated again. If you look on the back, you see that these cuts are made in slightly different areas, and that there's a little extra rubber up here than there is on this one. If you took this floor plate, which is on the compact mag, and took this floor plate and put it on this mag, the subcompact magazine would no longer fit inside the P2000. It would go to about there, and then the extra rubber would make it so you couldn't seat it. So don't buy USP compact floor plates thinking that you can use them on your P2000 SK. You have to use SK floor plates. Conversely, you can probably use these on a USP compact, although the gap will be a little bit bigger. And my pizza's ready, so I'm going to pause, and then we'll have to come back for part 3. I'm sorry, but I'm hungry.